What is going on, cryptocurrency investors? Welcome back to Crypto Review Central. We are here to bring you up to date on the biggest stories over the last 7 days. Bitcoin dominance remains above 50% at 54.2%. However, overnight, the market cap went from just above $100 billion, getting a $10+ billion injection, where it currently sits at $114 billion. Bitcoin has reached its 3,500 significant psychological support level, while it seems to retain, for the time being, this recent rally at 9% up. There's a number of assets in the top 10 that are up crazy numbers. XRP up 17%, Ethereum up 10, EOS 27, Stellar Lumens up 14. Going down the list, everyone is up. Doge, again, random Doge up 20%, VeChain 17, Qtum 20, Ontology 23, the list goes on. Is the accumulation phase over? Not so fast. Don't hold your breath. This could be a bull trap, and we could see further retracements. Some market experts are still calling for sub $2,000 Bitcoin prices, which would mean the market cap would go to something like $80 billion. We're not quite there yet. While development in this space and the fundamentals of this space remain incredibly exciting. Looking at the global charts over the last month, we've seen a fall from just under $200 billion to where we were earlier on today at $103 to $104 billion. The rally started early on December 17th and continues, finding some stability and retracing just a little bit in the last few hours. We might just hold strong here, or we could continue to rise. Further retracements are also something you should be prepared for. This market remains incredibly volatile. We've seen a $10,000 Bitcoin price several times this year, but we've also seen sub 6K levels multiple times as well. That just spells sheer volatility. We have a big story from the 12th of December. US brokerage giant TD Ameritrade is now exploring Ripple XRP and other cryptocurrencies for retail investors. In a response to a question from a customer about XRP, TD Ameritrade Network at TDA Network said that they're still exploring XRP, and stay tuned for more information. Their team is working hard to make things like this happen. This isn't the first time TD Ameritrade has revealed its interest in cryptocurrency. Back in October, they invested in ErisX, which is a regulated cryptocurrency exchange for spot and futures trading opened by Eris Exchange, which is a Chicago-based derivatives market. TD Ameritrade said its retail clients are seeking to access and trade digital currency products in the same way they do with traditional capital markets, through legitimate, regulated, and transparent exchanges. TD Ameritrade's 11 million client accounts add up to about $1.2 trillion in assets under management, nowhere near what Fidelity is putting out, which are also about to enter this space, along with the Intercontinental Exchange and a number of other top financial firms. Also in institutional interest, the Swiss ETP that went live, which is the first cryptocurrency-related exchange-traded product, has seen record volume as institutional investors continue to buy this dip. This steep decline in Bitcoin's price has coincided with record volumes in the recently launched Bitcoin ETP on the SIX Swiss Stock Exchange. That's a tongue twister. Try and say that 10 times fast. This could suggest that institutional investors are potentially buying the dip. The ticker for this ETP is HODL, and represents a fully collateralized and non-interest paying bearer debt security, which is issued as a security and traded and redeemed in the same structure. Bitcoin comprises the largest share of the HODL ETP at 48%, followed by XRP at 30%, Ethereum at 17%, and smaller shares of Bitcoin Cash and Litecoin. There is a difference between an ETP and an ETF. The former is not subjected to the Collective Investment Schemes Act, and is therefore not supervised by FINMA. With 50 and 60,000 shares traded in one day, it's a serious increase from their 1 month average volume that saw about 20,000 shares traded per day, and coincides with this steep decline in Bitcoin's price. According to Su Zhu, CEO at FX Hedge Fund, the correlation between volume and price continues to be very strong at -68%. This could indicate institutional interest is rising and interested in accumulating more Bitcoin at these lower prices, although it's too soon to tell. Moving on to IOTA, they have detailed their 4-month collaboration project with Audi. claiming that the presentation was a success and it was yet another example of the importance to explore new technologies like IOTA with a customer-centric approach. Exploring new topics is always exciting and requires excellent teamwork and dedication to really get something done within 6 months. IOTA Foundation worked as consultants to the auto manufacturer, helping them on technology, business models, and use cases. There isn't a whole lot released as of yet, so I will keep you up to date as more becomes available. Moving on to the United States government, President Donald Trump has appointed a pro-crypto proponent as the White House's chief of staff. Mick Mulvaney is a well-known Bitcoin proponent and has previously expressed his support for blockchain technology, being quoted saying, "Blockchain technology has the potential to revolutionize the financial services industry, the US economy, and the delivery of government services," and he's proud to be involved with that initiative. He spearheads the Blockchain Caucus, which is a soundboard for policy creation handling blockchain technology, as well as the growing impact of virtual currencies, which we are all too aware of. More new heads that are pro-crypto and pro-decentralized methodology will be entering governments from around the world, and this is just another example of why cryptocurrency is going to continue to be discovered by new people and continue to get a cult-like following. The people, in my opinion, are going to demand a decentralized framework. Once they fully understand how it operates, you have to take into consideration the vast majority of people in developed nations don't even know this exists. But as time goes on over the next decade, they most certainly will. How traditional markets will react and what regulations are imposed could have a long-term impact. Nevertheless, this cryptocurrency market represents the single largest global paradigm shift that I will likely face in my generation, and I cannot wait to continue to cover all of the ebb and flow as this space continues to develop and watch it all unfold. Also, Cardano, since separating from their third entity and making Michael Parsons resign, Hoskinson has described Cardano's 1.4 as the most significant update to the Cardano ecosystem to date. A host of high caliber performance and functionality upgrades to the software, optimized block storage, the testnet, which is a version of the Cardano blockchain, Daedalus for Linux, supporting the Rust programming language, cleaning up the Cardano Foundation, namely Michael Parsons, and more in the development pipeline. The outlook for Cardano is very bright. Also, there was an interesting article about Ripple XRP on Crypto Briefing, how Ripple will get the SEC to look the other way, basically saying that Ripple is pushing for functionality, getting more and more partnerships, more and more financial institutions on board, and they will not be classified as a security by the SEC for some time to come, and by the time that decision has to be made, they will have so much functionality, quote-unquote full functionality, and so much utility that it just will not work. Quoting the Hinman paradox, as well as the Howey test, which are master classes on their own. Regardless though, Ripple remains in the second position with a $13 billion market cap. It's really not that far away from Bitcoin. Give it another couple of years, even in 6 months, if Bitcoin loses a lot of value while Ripple continues full steam ahead, this landscape could dramatically change very soon. All of that, of course, is speculative, and we will continue to update you every single week as this market continues to grow and evolve. Well, over the last month, it's definitely shrunk, but I do think the fundamentals are strong right now. The development is rampant, and it is only a matter of time. The value is very cheap for a number of assets across the entire board. If you believe in this space long term, now would be an accumulation phase. Thank you for spending a few moments of your day with me to help keep you up to date with what's going on. Let me know in the comments below, what types of videos would you like to see us do? Make sure to hit that like button and subscribe if you haven't already, and turn on post notifications so you get notified when we upload a video. When we upload is dependent on what's going on in the markets, and right now there isn't a whole lot, so we're only uploading once or twice a week, but that will change as we begin the next rally, which I'm hoping comes sooner rather than later. Nobody does know the future though, and there are so many different opinions, it's hard to navigate sometimes. Learn to develop trust with certain content creators over the course of time and make informed investment decisions. Make sure to do all of your own research and double fact check everything. Thank you for watching Crypto Review Central, and I'll see you all in the next video.